Hello, class 4. Welcome back to the last chapter of your Sunshine book. This is a story, not a story, rather, it's a poem. But it carries a very funny story. The name of the poem is The Tragic Story, but it's not a tragedy, it is a funny story. The poem is about a sage who is unhappy with his pigtail. Pigtail, पता है? Girls के पीछे जो चोटी होती है. Right? This is about a Chinese person. The sage is a Chinese one, and he has a big tail behind him, and he doesn't like his big tail at the back. And this is a story, just not a story, it is a poem describing the condition, the struggle of a sage trying to change the position of his pigtail. Let us enjoy the poem. There lived a sage in days of yore, and he a handsome pigtail wore, but wondered much and sorrowed more, because it hung behind him. He mused upon this curious case, and swore he'd change the pigtail's place, and have it hanging at his face, not dangling there behind him. Says he, the mystery I found, I'll turn me round. He turned him round, but still it hung behind him. Then round, and out and in, all day the puzzled sage did spin. In vain, it mattered not a pin. The pigtail hung behind him. Then, and right and left and round and about, and up and down and in and out he turned, but still the pigtail stout hung steadily behind him. And though his efforts never slack, and though he twist and twirl and tuck, alas, still faithful to his back, the pigtail hangs behind him. So, this is the tragic story of a sage who wants to change the position of his pigtail. Right? There lived a sage in days of yore, and he a handsome pigtail wore. Means this is a story about a sage who lived long ago, बहुत पहले रहता था. And he had a very handsome, badi lambi si, you can see here, bahut sundar lambi si, he had a pigtail. Right? But wondered much and sorrowed more. Means uske liye, he was less happy. He was not happy with this pigtail. He sorrowed more. Bahut sad tha usko dekh karke, because it hung behind him. Right? The pigtail, usually pigtail hoti kahan hai? पीछे ही तो होती है. But he did not like to have his pigtail at his back. He was very sad that his pigtail is at his back. Right? Now, he mused upon this curious case and swore he would change the pigtail's place and have it hanging at his face, not dangling there behind him. अब he mused upon this curious case means हर समय वो सोचता रहता था कि मैं कैसे इसको आगे लेकर आऊं, मैं कैसे इसकी पोजीशन चेंज करूं. He wanted to have it at his forehead. फेस पर लाना चाहता था उसे. And swore he would change the pigtail's place. हमेशा कसमें खाता था कि मैं इसको चेंज करके ही रहूंगा, मैं इसकी प्लेस चेंज कर दूंगा. And have it hanging at his face, not dangling there behind him. वो कहता मैं इसको पीछे नहीं रहने दूंगा. I will bring it to my face. इसको आगे लाकर ही रहूंगा मैं. Says he, the mystery I found, I'll turn me round. He turned him round, but still it hung behind him. फिर एक दिन वो कहता है कि मैंने मिस्ट्री फाइंड कर ली है, मैंने इसका सॉल्यूशन ढूंढ लिया है. What is the solution? Yes, ने बोला कि I'll turn me round. मैं खुद गोल गोल घूम जाऊंगा. मैं खुद घूमूंगा तो ये जो पीछे है ये आगे आ जाएगी. उसने खुद को राउंड घुमाया, but what happened? It remained at the same place. Then round and out and in. All day the puzzled sage did spin. In vain, it mattered not a pin. The pigtail hung behind him. अब क्या है? Then round and round and out and in. अब वो गोल गोल घूमता है, ऊपर नीचे अपने पिगटेल को घुमाता है, सर पूरी तरह से घुमाता रहता है. All day the puzzled sage did spin. सारा दिन स्पिन करता रहता है, जैसे आपका बेब्लेट स्पिन करता है ना, सारा दिन स्पिन करता रहता है कि किसी तरीके से ये आगे आ जाए. But in vain. कोई फायदा नहीं. It mattered not a pin. इससे बिल्कुल भी फर्क नहीं पड़ा, ये तो वहीं की वहीं रही. The pigtail hung behind him. उसके पीछे ही रही. उसने वो आगे आई ही नहीं, माथे पर आई ही नहीं. Then and right and left and round and about. Right, left, round, about. सब जगह घूमता रहा. And up and down and in and out. ऊपर नीचे, in, out. सब जगह घूम के देख लिया. He turned, but still the pigtail stout. Stout मतलब अपनी जगह पर अड़ी रही. वो नहीं हिली, बिल्कुल भी नहीं हिली. बड़ी स्ट्रांग है, थिक है, ठीक है, बट नहीं हिली. Hung steadily behind him. उसके पीछे ही रही. And though his efforts never slack. उसकी efforts जो थका नहीं, वो करता रहा. उसने बॉदर नहीं किया. जितने भी efforts करता रहा, उसकी पिगटेल पर बिल्कुल भी असर नहीं हुआ. And though he twist भी किया, वो twirl भी किया, right? twirl, move, dance, round, सब कुछ करता रहा. And tack भी किया. Tack means quickly, फटाफट से एकदम से पीछे मुड़ के फिर आगे भी हुआ, जल्दी से कि एकदम से शायद मैं इसको चकमा दे के इसको आगे कर दूं. But all in vain. Alas, still faithful to his back. Means अपने बैक की पूरी वफादार रही, वहां से नहीं वो हिली. The pigtail hangs behind him. वो पीछे ही रही. So W.M. Thackeray, he has written this poem describing the tragic story of this funny sage. Right? Okay, so we'll do the exercise work also here. When did the sage live? The sage lived a long ago. Sorry, this is king written here. Sorry, by mistake written king. The sage, it is the sage lived a long ago. Why was the sage in a sorrowful state of mind? You can start writing from here. The sage was in a sorrowful state of mind because of the position of his pigtail. Right? What did the sage try to change? What did he try to change? The sage, try will change into tried because this is did here. The sage tried to change the position of his pigtail. He mused upon this curious case. Who is referred to as he in the given line? Who is he here? He is referred to the sage. What was the curious case? क्या था curious case? The curious case was the position of his pigtail. Did he manage to find a solution for the curious case? No. Next, what was the mystery that the sage had found? क्या mystery मिली थी उसको? The mystery that the sage had found was to turn round and round to change the position of his pigtail. But did it work? No, it did not work. Alas, still faithful to his back, the pigtail hangs behind him. What does the poet mean to say in these lines? Why do you think the poet used the word faithful for the pigtail? So the poet means to say that he could not change the position of the pigtail. He uses the word faithful because it remained at its place even after his endless efforts. जितने मर्जी efforts उसने कर लिए, फिर भी उसने position अपनी नहीं छोड़ी, इसलिए उसको उसने faithful बोला है. Now list words from the poem that are used to describe the pigtail. The words are handsome, stout, and faithful. These three words he has used to describe the pigtail. Hope you have understood the poem and do this exercise from this video only. I won't be doing these exercises in the class because I'll be giving you other reference to context. We'll discuss the poem in the class also. Okay. So goodbye children and have a nice day.